It's been almost a week since we've taken a look at the SHIB price, so it's time to perform some technical analysis and make some price predictions for the next few weeks. Let's get into it. How's it going, guys? Ryan here and welcome back to another crypto video. We're taking another look at the SHIB Coin price, also known as the Shiba Inu token, performing some technical analysis and making some general predictions on where we could expect to see the price go within the next few days and weeks. But before we get into that, guys, please remember to give this video a thumbs up if you do enjoy it, and subscribe if you want to see more of this content. We cover crypto, stocks, investing and wealth management. So if that tickles your fancy, make sure you hit the subscribe and the bell button. I'd also love to know down in the comments section below if you are a SHIB holder or if you are considering buying SHIB in the near future. But without further ado, let's get straight into the SHIB technical analysis. As always, welcome into CoinSpot, guys, and if you're wanting to buy SHIB or any other cryptocurrency, there is a link in my description. Just click on that, sign up to CoinSpot, deposit some money, and you're off to a great start to start investing in crypto. But let's take a look at the SHIB chart, and as you can see, we're currently looking at the hourly. I'm just going to scroll out a bit. You can see we have had quite a turbulent few weeks. Now obviously when we started looking at SHIB, we were at that point where we'd seen this massive sort of price drop occur here when the whole crypto market was falling, these 2 points, and effectively we have been trending, I suppose, in a downwards direction up until late May. Now in June we've managed to actually maintain somewhat of a substantial foothold. So what we did see in the last video was we thought we had a bit of an incline going on up in this direction. Unfortunately, that clearly failed, as we can see here, with that being breached, although we did have a good few days of positivity. In saying that though, not all is actually too bad, and I'll explain that now. So as you can see, we did establish a base back here, and this base was at roughly 910 Australian. So as we go across, as we put a little bit of a support line in place where there has been lots of price action, we can see that over here back on the 20th of May, that's sort of where that point got hit, and it has been consistently hit throughout the past couple of weeks, and it has acted as a legitimate point of support, and that's sort of where we're sitting at now. Ideally, what we want to see is this to rise now. We don't want to see it keep hitting this point. Now obviously we've seen it hit here, we've seen it hit here, we've seen it hit almost again here. Hopefully if we do see it hit there again, we see a bounce. Otherwise we could be going in a bit of a lower trajectory. Now what has really been the cause of this decline? Well, a large part of it has been due to the fact that obviously Bitcoin's been declining along with the rest of the crypto market. This little spike we have seen in recent history is most likely due to the fact that Bitcoin became legal in El Salvador as legal tender. People can use it, and basically it looks like what we've seen is an increase off the back of that, but we are still consolidating downwards. And now what we're actually seeing is further consolidation. If we take this point here, drag it down, form a bit of a trend on our chart, you can see what is occurring. We effectively have a falling sort of wedge or a falling triangle, and basically what that means is the price has been going downwards and it has started to consolidate, and as you can see here, we remain within these points, and we're about to hit a point which is quite critical. Around here everything gets quite tight from a price action point of view. Drag that across, you can see effectively we're coming up to a point of inflection where either we're going to break upwards, which is the best case scenario, or we are going to break downwards. Now this is really key for us for the next couple of weeks because it will really determine the direction of the price. As you can see, obviously we've not got much to go off in the past, but we can see this is really our key point of support, and if it fails, then that is not a great sign for SHIB. So hopefully we do trend in an upwards direction. Now I'm just going to zoom out a bit just to the daily chart so you can see a bit more of what's going on. Let's just move across here. And as you can see, there is still that consolidation. When we look at this really from a daily point of view instead of an hourly point of view, you can see that this channel has really effectively formed as a sideways trending channel. Hopefully what we're going to see is the continuation of this, and it's going through this sort of a pattern. It's coming down. Now we should see it start going up. And what we ideally want to see is this top line right here, which is sitting roughly at 1420 Australian, will get tested. So ideal case scenario is we get tested right here, and then obviously what we want to see is that breakthrough and start going up. That would indicate a reversal in the current trend, because basically we've gone from a downtrend to a horizontal trend. So we don't want to continue going horizontal or downwards. We want to start going up. So that is the ideal case scenario here. Now let's just add in a bit more, I suppose, of an interesting indicator to see exactly what's going on. I always like to use moving averages. In this situation, we are currently sitting below the 9-day moving average. Let's just increase that to 20. I don't know if we actually have enough days to do so. Actually, we do. We're sitting below the 20-day. Not ideal. But if we look into this from an hourly perspective, this is now a 20-hour moving average. This is coming and it's going to be tight, and it's going to act as a key point obviously for us as well. You can see that this line is sort of marrying up with the top here, so if we can breach that, that will be fantastic news. Now let's extend this out a bit more. Let's go to the 200-hour, and you can see that is up here, and that is basically where we want to be heading. We want to head above this point right here, but first we need to breach this downtrend or this resistance line and continue, hopefully go up, test that point, and then we should see potentially a change in the price direction due to a change in the pattern. So let's talk price targets. What's my price target? Well, my price target for the next day or two will be that line, and I'm hoping it hits around 1150 Australian. As we can see right here, that would be the ideal case scenario in my mind. And if we can hit that point right there, then obviously my next target would be up here, which is our core line for our channel, which is 1420 roughly. That's where we want to be aiming. Worst case scenario, we continue trending in sort of, I suppose, a sideways direction, or actually even worse, this is breached down here and we drop. Where will we drop? Honestly, I could not tell you because this is new. There is not enough data on this graph in order to show that to us. One rumor I have heard going around is that there is a charity in India which was obviously gifted SHIB and they're selling off. As a result, that is driving down the value a bit more than it should be. As you can see, many other cryptocurrencies are rising a lot more than SHIB is at the moment, but that is purely speculation and rumor at this stage, so don't use that as fact. But it could explain a bit more of the selling going on. Overall though, obviously we need to see an increase in the crypto market, as I've been saying, to see a real gain on the SHIB price chart. So until then, it's sort of a situation of holding tight. And that wraps up SHIB price analysis for today, guys. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. And if you're looking to buy SHIB, the link is down in the description of this video. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see more of this sort of content, and let me know if you're currently a SHIB holder down in the comments section below. And with that, guys, I hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you next time. Cheers.